welcome back to another video with me. Today I'm going to show you a couple things I do with the foam roller just to loosen up that I find really helpful and beneficial, especially for anyone, but for surfers. So if you're a surfer, you do similar activities to surfers, this could be helpful for you. It is for me, so let's get into it. Also, disclaimer, I am not a doctor, I am not a personal trainer, so please check with your doctor or personal trainer, qualified anyone before trying this, and read the disclaimer before you do. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, grab your foam roller, find any wall that you have space. What you wanna do is pop your foam roller against the wall about knee height, whatever that is for you. So your knee's slightly bent, not quite all the way to 90, but nearly there. You're gonna press in with your knee so the foam roller stays against the wall. These are called chest openers. Put both arms like so, and we're gonna slowly open up as far as you can go. So if you can go as far as me, great. The idea is to hit the wall, obviously. If you can't go that far, that's also okay. Everybody's different. This is 2, and we're gonna go for 10 of these, nice and slow. And again, this is a chest opener, so you should be feeling it in your chest. I find it nice, especially after a big day of paddling, kind of opening up things the other direction. That's 5, so we're gonna go for 5 more. Nice and slow, stay bent. Sometimes with these, I feel like as I go through them, I can slowly get further and further. I can actually feel my body loosen up a little bit. That's 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10. Okay, come back. We're gonna go to the other side. Make sure the foam roller is nice and solid and locked in. And ooh, this side's tighter for me. Some sides might be tighter than the other. For you, it's all individual. But just trying to get a little bit further each way each time. 4. 5. 5 more. This is also a good one. I do it in the morning sometimes to even warm up and just get things moving. So however you want to do it, but let's go for 9 and 10 here. Come out of that one. All right, this one we're gonna do a bit of a roll on the mid back. I find this to be my tightest area and hard to get to, especially for surfers and after paddling all day. So foam roller goes on the ground. You kind of want to get it into that mid back zone wherever you feel tightest. So for me, I can kind of feel it straight away. It's not way too high up here, and it's obviously not way down my low back. Arms over your, across your chest or here, whatever's most comfortable. And what I like to do is kind of extend up over and back up. So you're kind of getting that segment moving that I think when you paddle, this segment doesn't really move. It's usually a lot more in the lower back where you're extending from when you're paddling. So this kind of gives that low back a break and gets that more upper mid-thoracic zone, a time to move. And just go to where you feel comfortable. That's 5, so we're gonna go for 10. Nice and slow. There's 6. I'm gonna change my arms to here. You can kind of open up. That feels nice. 7. And it should feel good. It shouldn't hurt or feel weird. Like for me, this feels really nice. 9. And we're gonna go for 1 more here. And one thing I'll do at the end of that one is bring it back to your spot. And I'll just kind of shimmy back and forth on those segments that feel tight, which I think feels good. Shimmy it, get into those nooks and crannies. There's no time limit on this, but I found that to feel nice. And then I'll usually support my head here and I'll just give myself a few rolls not going into my low back, staying high, but I find that a nice little combo. Okay, so this one's like a sideline stretch for me. My QLs get so tight, my hips all through here, so this really hits these kind of zones. So I usually, you can take a towel, you can take a yoga mat, whatever. I'll just pop it over the top just to make it feel a little bit more comfortable when doing this. You want to scooch up against that foam roller. Your bottom leg is kind of at a 90 degree like that. So we're gonna get our bottom hip kind of right on top of the roller. Knees bent. We're gonna go down onto our shoulder. You can go nice and slow getting into this. Straighten this leg. I'm really tight on this one, so I'm actually not a great person to try and copy exactly. And then the arm goes up over the head like so. And the idea is to just get this nice and lengthened. You should feel it. I certainly do right away. You should not feel it in your back though. You should feel it kind of through your side and your hip. So you feel it in your back when you come out of it. Well, just try and relax into it. There's nothing to do once you're here, except let it slowly open up and try and get deeper into the stretch. So we're gonna do 30 seconds each side on this one. You can do more, you could do less, but I found that to be pretty good. So once you're done with 30 seconds there, you're gonna come up nice and slowly out of it. Don't just fly up. And we're gonna switch to the other side. So foam roller can stay there. Just switch to the other side. Get this knee bent. Get our hip up on top of the foam roller. Slowly, slowly, slowly down into it. And have a nice deep stretch here. Nothing should hurt. It should just feel like, for me it feels like very telling that I need to do this more actually. It's a very solid stretch through that hip and side. Again, just breathe into it, wiggle into your spot. Whatever feels comfy, no pain. 30 seconds on this side. Slowly come out of this one. Back up to the top. And on to the next thing. Now we're gonna roll our TFL. This gets super tight on me, I think probably most people. So you have the bony part of your hip, and the area that we're gonna roll is just kind of below that. It's a little kind of almondy muscle just here below that bit. Nice thing about this one is you can kind of start rolling and just feel your way around to where the tightest little bit is on it. For me, I'm able to find it really quick. So you can align your side, elbow down. This is the position I like to do it in. This gives me some stability with my top leg here, and I can kind of push off it like that. And then for me, I'm able to find it really quickly. And the idea is usually I'll try and do like 20 to 30 rolls each on each side. And really you can just find your spot. So you can lean over a little bit more, back a little bit more. You can do the shimmy. The shimmy's pretty good on it actually. But just let's try and hit 20 rolls one way or another, whatever that looks like for you and whatever feels best. And again, it should be pretty easy to find just below that little hip bone. And it should feel good. Shouldn't be too painful, maybe a little bit tender, but it's almost like it hurts so good sensation. So let's go for kind of 5 more. 3, 4, 5, and to the other side. So keep the foam over there. Back on this side, top leg. You can use that to control your roll, and let's go for 20 to 30. And this side for me feels way tighter. One side for you might feel tighter than the other. I am a righty and I'm a regular foot, so I push a lot off this right leg. It tends to get tighter and need a little bit more of my attention. Get into your little zone. We do a shimmy back and forth on it. And just try and melt into it as much as possible. Again, it feels a bit tender doing it, but in a good way, so. Let's go for 10 more little rolls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Whew, that one should feel really nice. And you can do as much as you want on it. I just use the rule of thumb to 20 to 30 rolls, but whatever feels comfortable for you. From there, we're gonna roll the quads. Quads are a natural one to get tight on most people, I would say. For me, they're definitely my kryptonite. I feel like I loosen my quads all day and they still are tight. So this is an easy one. After doing our little TFL friend, we're gonna just go more directly onto our tummy, almost into like a plank position is how I like to do it. One leg is on top of the foam roller, the other one is off it with your knee. And you can actually kind of bend the knee and just go up and down. Again, everyone's different, so just find your spot. For me, the whole quad is a spot. But you can get your little zones, you can shimmy on top of them. You can do big long rolls. This one hurts more, I won't lie to you. The quad is, whoo, it's sensitive. This one hurts, yeah. But it is needed. Sticking with our 20 roll theme, let's keep it going here. Back and forth on a few. Ooh, yeah. Quad hurts. Not a friendly one. Do 5 more long rolls up and down, or wherever you're pinpointing your spot. 4 and 5. Other side. Oh, this leg's gonna be fun for me. Okay, back down. Find your spots and just start going. I think the biggest thing too is try and relax into it. If it's too tender, like for me this is very tender, you can tense up, so try and find a zone where you're able to, even if you need to stop on the spot for a minute and like breathe into it so it can relax a little bit. I find that helpful sometimes. But yeah, the quad is very tender. Do your shimmy. Five more here, long ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're gonna hit the other side of the leg. So we're gonna go with the hamstrings. Pretty simple here, but very important. One leg on top of the foam roller, the other one kind of bent to use it as a thing to push off of. Arms behind or wherever you find it comfy, and just let's go for 15 rolls here. You can kind of go inside hammy or outside hammy. Again, just feel your tender spots. The shimmy is always popular as well. But we're gonna go for 15. If you have more time, you can definitely do more. That won't hurt you. But if you're short on time, 15 is good. Let's go for 5 more. 3, 4, 5. Other hammy, move it over. 1, 2. Sometimes the inside hamstring will be more tender than the outside hamstring, or vice versa. Everyone's different, but yeah. Finding the little zones. Alright, we're gonna go for 5 more solid rolls on this leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on out of that. Last but not least, we're just gonna keep going and we're gonna hit our calf. So this one's actually really tender. This one you can do a number of different ways. If you want it to be pretty intense, I'd cross your top leg over your bottom leg. And you can kind of find your little spots. That brings the intensity up because there's more pressure down into the foam roller. My calves are notoriously tight, so I'm actually gonna do it this way where I just have one leg on top of it. But we're just gonna do 15 rolls. In and out. Nice and easy. Goes pretty quick, so we're gonna go for 5 more here on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring it over to your other calf. And I kind of like to roll it inside and then outside, so you get in all areas of the calf. Inside calf, outside calf. But you can hit whatever spot you feel is most needed on you. You can do the shimmy as well, always. Shimmy's always welcome. And we're gonna go for 5 more after this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on out of that. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel good. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm happy to answer them. If there's anything else you want to see on this front, let me know. I foam roll what feels like all day, every day. So again, I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a living, but I hope this can help you. And yeah, drop us a comment, drop us a like if you liked it, and we'll see you again soon.